To replace the spark plugs, the first thing that I'm going to remove are these 4 bolts here, the star screws, and then I'm going to pull up the direct ignition, and it's going to be really important to keep the direct ignition upright throughout the process when I store it to the side. Now that I have the star bits out, the next piece is to just pry open the direct ignition, and I'm going to make sure that I keep it upright again. It's pretty important. There's also a sensor down over here underneath the throttle pipe, and it's gonna have to unhook that in order to pull everything out. So I'm pulling the DI cassette out, and I've put a towel up in the back because I'm gonna place it there, and I just want to show you this sensor that I had to unattach. There's a couple of clips in the top and in the bottom that you have to manipulate so that you can pull this red clamp out in order to pull it off of the DI cassette. There's the next step. I got everything disassembled, and here's that sensor, and then just make sure it's upright. You can tell there. And then here's the spark plugs on the inside, and I'm gonna pull the old ones out and put the new ones in. And I don't think it's going to be necessary to blow anything out because everything looks pretty clean, and I'm going to make sure I do this quickly so that I don't get gunk in here from just being outside. Here I'm just removing the spark plugs with the spark plug socket. I needed to put an extension on there to fit in. Here is the old spark plug, and as you can see, it's a bit burnt, so I'm glad that I'm replacing it. And the next step is to use the spark plugs. I happen to have a Saab 1999 9.5, and everyone has suggested only purchasing the NGK brand, and this model in particular comes pre-gapped at 1.1, so I don't have to worry about that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the anti-seize onto the threading before I put them back into their cassettes. Right, I've got all of the sparkly new spark plugs in place, and I'm just going to back up all of my steps from earlier, put the DI back in, and then hook up the sensor, and we'll be good to go.